Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite new Kamigawa deck. I'm super excited. I've tested a bunch of versions. As you can see, I have Naya Humans, Naya Angel Best of 3, Naya Angels, and Naya Fury. I've also tested a Girl variant, but I'm super stoked to finally have settled on this Naya Fury list. I'm really excited about it. I think it's got a lot of potential. It's really fast. It's got great removal. Brutal Cather is one hell of a card. Showdown of the Scald is a card that I think never really got its worth in competitive play as well. So today I just want to share with you a couple of games on the ladder with this deck. Alright, so here's a pretty good starting hand. I like this. We have the Hopeful Initiate turn 1, followed by Ranger Class, along with Safekeeping as a little bit of protection. It would be nice to see a third creature, something with a little bit more oomph in here, but I'm going to keep it. We will start with our Cave of the Frost Dragon into Hopeful Initiate. And on our turn 2, we're likely going to play that Ranger Class. We need to make sure we use our pathways effectively for the right color mana, which is something that I am often not doing correctly. Oh, I've changed my mind. I'm still going to play this, but I'm going to go for the white source, or sorry, the Luminarch Aspirant. Yes, I'm going to swing this turn. I put the counter on Luminarch Aspirant, though, so that if they decided to block with Shambling Ghast, they could not -1/-1 Luminarch Aspirant to kill it. To kill it, rather, I should say. Although it looks like they might kill it right now with something that they have going on. Rite of Oblivion. Fair. Very fair. But at least I didn't just get 2 for 1 by the Shambling Ghast, right? Interesting case. Now, I don't have a great... I guess I do have a second green source. I could go Ranger's Class holding Tamiya's Safekeeping here. And because the Eye Twitch is not really the card that I am most concerned about, I am actually going to do that. We're going to go for the Ranger's Class and hold up the Safekeeping. They sacrifice their own Eye Twitch in order to grab that Mascot Exhibition from their sideboard with Learn. I get some use out of just playing Brutal Cather as a creature and holding up the Tamiya's Safekeeping, but it kind of sucks. Right? Like, it just kind of sucks. At least Hopeful Initiate gets the training counter, and we hold the Tamiya's Safekeeping. They're not really close to the Rite of Oblivion yet. They do have a Lolth. Let's see where we go with that. It's a bit tricky. They are 2/1s. But we have a Helena and Elena. I am going to play this as a red source. I'm going to play Helena and Elena. And I am going to toss these counters on Brutal Cather. And I'm going to opt to swing face. I am less concerned about the Lolth. I have the Tamiya Safekeeping if they want to do a double block. They do not. They do not. Still holding on. We might be looking at the Mascot Exhibition here. They're looking for that land. Going to 10. I think with Helena and Elena we can probably still get by. We also have Cave of the Frost Dragon. There's the Mascot Exhibition. I think we still can get there. We're going to play the Plains. We're going to throw these counters on the 2/2, actually, and we are going to send all except Helena and Elena. I should have activated the Cave of the Frost Dragon, but maybe I'll use it as a blocker. I kind of... Problems. It costs 5 anyway. I want to hold up the Tamiya's Safekeeping, so it's fine. I want to see how they block here. I have some curious questions. Okay. What is the better blowout? I think I would like to keep the Brutal Cather. I think that's the call. Yeah. They get counters on Lolth. My whole goal here is to just go around. Just go around. Okay, we have a Welcoming Vampire. We have more little creatures. What does this do? Okay, it has drawing a card. once per turn. They have an eye twitch. It's getting a little bit difficult. They have a wide board, but we're going to see what we can do. We also have the Cave of the Frost Dragon still chilling. I'm going to play the lair this turn, activating the cave, putting the counters on the cave, and going to do a good little send like this. If they want to do some blocking, they can do some blocking. That's fine. All is well. I mean, it's getting a bit tricky. We have the cave to eventually, hopefully, eat them down. They are on 2 life. We have 3 creatures. Yes, Lolth has many counters. Yes, they get to learn. We're gonna see what happens. Cave of the Frost Dragon should eventually get us there. Necrotic Fumes is not ideal. Welcoming Vampire and Lolth is good synergy. They're not really at risk of killing me. I just need to kill them. We have Lair and Eye of the... or Cave of the Frost Dragon. I'm thinking here. They would then have to block everything. Is this an instant? No, it's a sorcery. They would have poor blocks. Except for the lair. They would block the lair for free. Can I even activate the lair? Math. Yeah, Helen and Elena is going bye-bye. I'm sure. Goodbye. Wow. Okay, we will play this as a green source. We will activate cave. And we will send both. Actually, we're not going to send the 4/4. We're just going to send the cave. Oh shit, those things have reach. That sucks a bit. I forgot. Alright, goodbye, my Cave of the Frost Dragon. Now we're in a bit of a rough situation. We do have the lair, but we need to draw out of it. I know they're gonna get 2 more spiders. Yep. This thing does not have trample, so we gotta think. Gotta think here. We gotta draw. This is more like what we need to do. Meat Hook Massacre for 0. Okay. That's fine. They're just gonna try to gain a life off of things dying. They may actually get this game one. Let us see. That was not really the draw we wanted to see. It's a 5/5? Yeah, that's not bad. Unless, of course, they have an instant in order to stop us. Oh, yeah, but they have the hive. I always forget about them having that. Rude of them. Wolf is going up again. Meat Hook Massacre is giving them life. It's not over. It's just getting tricky. It's just getting very tricky here. Especially with the draw off Welcoming Vampire. Let's see. Yeah. We're just gonna need to draw a 3rd land. I guess we have the other Kazul's Fury, but it's not ideal. Thalia. Thalia first. She's gonna eat the removal now. Oh, spicy, they didn't have it. Now we will Elite Spellbinder. What you got in there? Ooh. Ooh. They have a lot of good things. I think I am going to take the Meat Hook Massacre. I think the Meat Hook Massacre is the play. I think it's the play. We can Brutal Cather, Welcoming Vampire, or Kaido's Token. We have a couple options. Wedding Announcement's first token. We got options. Welcoming Vampire. Yeah, that's gonna get Brutal Catherine, of course. I am going to play this Kazul's Fury as a land. They need 1 more to technically wipe this board out of Meat Hook Massacring. Banishing versus the Brutal Cather in order to get Meat Hook Massacre like ready to go. I have really awkward color lands to play that Hopeful Initiate. We're doing damage. Unfortunately, I'm still worried about that Meat Hook Massacre. Okay, they went for Wedding Announcement instead. and Shambling Ghast. What is the plan? Brutal Cather again, or Luminag Aspirant to put the Brutal Cather out of Meathead Massacre range? Oh man, my life is hard. I could play nothing, but that isn't great either. I think I'm going to go ahead and Luminag Aspirant to put the Brutal Cather out of Meathead Massacre range, and then send everything. Oh, they can -1/-1 the Shambling Ghast onto the Brutal Cather if they double block it to get their Welcoming Vampire back. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Well, now they're going to Meathead Massacre. Anyway, everything. I misplayed. Again! Misplayed again. Here comes. They have to have the land, though. Actually, everything is 1/1. They don't have to have the land. Ow. Thanks, I hate it. We are, once again, in not a great spot, but we have another Brutal Cather. We're going to get that Welcoming Vampire out of here. We have Cave of the Frost Dragon. Sloth. Okay, that's fine. They do not have flyers. Okay. Awkwardly, I can't do that because of the reach creatures. Yeah, this is bad. I think we're gonna lose. I think we're gonna lose this one. It's looking bad. Loth's tokens have reach. I almost forgot again, but I didn't. What is the out? I don't know if I have one. Showdown of the Scald and do a bunch of draw. That could be fun. Oops, I did not mean to put that stop down. I misplayed the Shambling Ghast play pretty badly, which was my own fault. If I hadn't have done that, I would have kept the Brutal Cathar past the Meathead Massacre, so at least I can keep grabbing things. What do I want here? Probably the eye twitches. Can exile Loth. Hold on, I do need to play this land, though. Hold on. I'm doing some thinkings. I will kill exactly one thing. It's not looking good. The Meathead Massacre is such a good card. Meathead Massacre is making my life difficult. I don't think that was the right play either, to swing in. They don't have very much life, but I don't think I really have any trample, honestly, to get there. Alright. We did not, unfortunately, draw into the third land, but now we also additionally need a fourth land, so fingers crossed that we draw it. This is the Enchantress deck, which I think is a really interesting deck. Good thing we already have the Brutal Cather for that Kami. It's probably technically better on that lifelinker that makes enchantments cheaper, the Naturalist or the Runeforged Champion. But I'm feeling satisfied, at least with my hand at the moment, so we should be good. Alright, we are going to go ahead and play Helana. We are going to put the counters on the Brutal Cather and swing with both of these because we get the training counter. This is a much more aggressive game. I'm appreciating how the cards are laying out for me. We did get pretty lucky with our very specific draws. This is now a 5/5 with lifelink, which is a bit tricky. Okay, presuming they're going to swing, which they are not. Put the counters onto... this is tough. I will put the counters onto the Brutal Cather. I will swing with these two, putting the Ranger class counter here to make it a 5/6. Everything is technically larger, so we should be good. They are just going to block the 1. They do have the chance to gain 5 life this turn, probably more, but we have a pretty big wide board to go around. We'll see. It's looking okay, but I don't want to jinx it. Absolutely do not want to jinx it. I love seeing a tapped land come out here. I'm not sure they have any 4-drops that are really detrimental. Alright, game 1 in the bag. We'll move on to game 2. Oh, man. Just kidding, I'm not. I was gonna say I'm gonna play the Kazul's Fury as a land, but I am not going to do that. I'm going to play this into Hopeful Initiate, likely followed by Talia, to slow down those runes. I'd like to see, yeah, their hands though. Yeah, Thalia's gonna follow that up. Just a strong card here, slowing down those runes. We have the lands for Helen and Elena, although this turn it looks like Ranger class is the play. I will take damage from Kami if that's how they want to play it. Fine, I take 3. All is well. Maybe I should have played a red source for the Reckless Stormseeker instead of this, but Reckless Stormseeker might have been the better play. Another Naturalist. So enchantments are getting real cheap. Thalia is making them cost 1 more. Exiling the training guy? Okay. Things are getting big and lifelinky. So we need to make sure we don't just straight up die. It is now a 4-3 with lifelink. I will send this 2-2 in for damage. We may not win game 2 here, but I feel confident in our game 3. Runeforged Champion is really tough because it makes all runes cost 1. And I just get to put it in their hand. So they're going to put a Rune of Sustenance on the Kami of Transcendence, which is going to be big. Big, big, big. I will take 7, I guess. It's fine. I got a 1. They go to a bunch of life. I think it's very unlikely that we're going to get there. Inscription is pretty good. Generous Visitor. I don't think that Generous Visitor is going to get very big this turn. There's the Naturalist. Now this turn becomes a little weird, but I'm still going to send everything. They may double block Talia. This is going to cost 6 with the kicker because of Thalia right now, which is a bit expensive. A double block. Or getting rid of... This turn I'm going to probably hold the Inscription of Abundance for swing, depending on what they play. I would really like to get rid of the Runeforged Champion, but I don't really have anything that can fight it quite efficiently. So, gonna have to rely on a good block here. I don't think they're gonna block it, though. What are they expecting? What, like a Snakeskin Veil, probably? Would be the most likely thing. I could kill the Generous Visitor. I think it's probably better to go for the Ranger class. Inscription of Abundance is, with kicker, looking a bit far off, so... And that rune is going to cost 1 because of Runeforged Champion. If we had any of those Brutal Cathars... Oh, sorry, it's going to cost 2 because of Thalia. Yeah, if we had any of those really nice, Brutal Cathars, that's the card I'm thinking of. This would be a great time for that. I would love that. That would be probably my ideal draw. I think once again, it's unlikely that they block. Hopeful Initiate has a really good secondary ability for me here, but I'm going to wait and see what gets played. I'm building up a couple of valuable things, so gonna see what happens. All right, I will do nothing still. I'm gonna put the +1/+1 counter here. That does training. I would like to see what the block is. Okay, Lair Activation. That's trading. Sure, it's fine. That's curious. Has First Strike, so both of the blockers will be killed without Talia dying. Oh, just kidding. Only one of them. But now I'm going to take the bigger Generous Visitor under Brutal Cathar because I didn't play a card, so it turns back today. I'm still worried. Like, we're not out of the thick of it yet, but it's a pretty good game right now. First Strike and Double Strike are not the same thing, and sometimes I expect First Strike to also have the effect of Double Strike. It's not the case. What does this have? Protection from vampires? Okay. I don't think I have any vampires. That's still 6 damage going through, but they're going to go to 1 because of lifelink. Guess I should have activated the Lair of the Hydra for 1. Okay, I might be stinky. It's alright. It's okay. Everything is fine. Oh no, they go to 0. Haha, life is good. Yay! Good game. I'm very pleased. Let's wait for Hopeful Initiate. Be careful with those pathways, I am telling you. Oh, this is an interesting list. It's just tricky. Is this zombies of some sort? I'm into it. Wow. Oh, Death Touch. Okay. Well, we don't really have anything good right now, unfortunately, so we're just gonna chill. Yeah, pretty much anything would have been good here, but we didn't, so we didn't get anything. No blocks. We can't. A land would be fine. We'll take a land. Green is fine. We'll go Helena and Elena. We will put these counters on Thalia, and we will send... Actually, we're not going to send anybody because the first strike blockers are really useful here. We have both Thalia and Helena, unless they have removal, which sucks. But we're about to find out. They're hovering my card, which I don't like, so I'm a little nervous. Don't hover my card. Ah, rip. Okay, they did have it. Sag. Okay, we take a bunch of damage. It's fun. Now we have Showdown. Okay, we got a whole bunch of lands there, and not a lot else, honestly. That Infernal Grasp, problematic. Can we win the next games? Yes, we can. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, they're running a bunch of removal and zombies. That's cool. Yeah, Champion of the Perished. We will go ahead with the Luminary Aspirant. Divine Sign on Champion of the Parish does not seem that important, but we're gonna think about our life. Depending on what they play here. Nothing. Ah, interesting. Okay, so we go Reckless Stormseeker. Putting a counter on Luminary Aspirant and giving this card haste. And then we swing into not death. Whew. We could Divine Smite, hold Tamiya's safekeeping here if we wanted to. What does that do? Oh, whenever they die? I don't love that, to be honest. I think we're gonna exile it. I'm just not crazy about it, to be honest with you. We're just buffing our creatures. We're holding Tamiya's safekeeping. They conceded. Everything was good. Now we're gonna go to game 3. Sure, I had to do some land color math to play Sundown Lair of the Hydra. Okay, things are shaping up. Thalia here. Probably Catherine next turn. We'll see what they play, though. We may want to go the Stormseeker if they haven't really played anything that worthy of blocking. I will not block, because if it dies, they can -1/-1 Thalia. What does that do? Okay, well, they're gonna do it anyway, so... You know what? I will. I'm just gonna run this into this card and trade them if we want to do so. That's a pretty good target. Ooh, that's also a pretty good target. I think we will go for this on the Jadar. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling sort of confident. I will think about my life. It has decayed, so I will not block it. 13 life. This card dies. Oh. That thing doesn't trigger here. I do think I go Showdown of the Scalds into a land that is green, preferably. I don't know if we're winning. We're trying. I don't know if we're winning, but we'll see. Maybe they have a kill spell also. That would suck. I would not like that very much. Ah, rip. Okay, they have it. Champion of the Parish is about to get big. Alright, we play a land. We play Helena and Elena. We play Luminary Aspirant. It has first strike, at least. I will put the counter on Helena and Elena. This thing is a... No attacks. None. No attacks. Champion perished. Okay, it's a 5/5. It's now a 6/6. Rip. Do I take 6? I guess I do. Really? Also Jedi and the 2/2? Yeah, these things are gonna get big. It's gonna be 8 damage. They're gonna make a bunch of zombies, I think. No, they're not. Unfortunately, this situation sucks. I just need to survive. I have Lair of the Hydra as well. I'm gonna be taking 3, going to 1. Oh, it's getting tricky. I could really use to gain some life here. Now I'm fucking dead. I killed myself. Have you ever just fucking killed yourself? We'll start with this in the Hopeful Initiate. That zombie deck is definitely an interesting one on the ladder that I have not seen before. We'll go for the Hopeful Initiate. We are looking for that 4th land. This is the same deck again. There's the 4th land. This is the runes list, which I'm happy that I get to show you a second time. I think I will be able to beat it, but we will see. Not having Dahlia is a bit tricky, but what we do have is Helena and Elena, so we shall see. That already has lifelink, but that's fine. Okay, they put a counter on it. Fair. Very fair. Yes, I think I'm gonna just send it. I think it's fine. They're gaining 5 life at least, going to 11. Probably more. Probably at least 7 life. Oh, okay, interestingly not, unless they have a land. So they're gaining at least 7 life. It's a lot more than 7, huh? They're doing the math. They're gaining 10, going to 16. How much damage do I do? 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think I do lethal, but I didn't really math it out all that good. So, oh shit. Maybe it worked out. Maths. Yeah, we did it. Did you see the sheer panic in my face when I was like... We have a lot of good removal, provided we eventually draw a 3rd land, and it is a red one. Guess a white one is fine too. That's not a 3rd land. Maybe now we could draw the 3rd land and it could be a red source. That was rude. That was rude. That was rude, you know? That is a red source, but it is tapped. So we will play another one of these. Okay, everything's fine. Crisis averted. They missed a land. No, they haven't. They just got it. What does that do? Whenever... Wow. Thanks, I hated it. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna Brutal Cathar this Kami of Transience. What does this card do, though? Okay, it already did what it was going to do. Okay, we're gonna take that thing, too. Unless they have a land, in which case... tricky. Nope. We would also like a land, like, eventually, though. That would be cool. Yeah, I'm going to take that. I'm taking it. It's mine now. Unless they have more rip aparts, which would be inconvenient. Could I get, like, a 4th land? That'd be cool. Could throw Rune of Speed on there. That's cool. That's cool. I like that, but you know what I like more is doing this, letting both of these flip, and then casting Heated Debate on their turn. That's what I like more. I like it. I like it lots. Bueno. Another one? Really? Okay. I'm going to get rid of that instead, because it's a problem. They still get the rune. But it won't cost one, at least. So, do I? I guess I could be taking like a buttload of damage next turn, so I probably shouldn't. Just gonna hold the heated debate. It's fine. Everything is fine. We're getting rid of it. Sorry, but it's gotta go. I'm gonna have to get rid of that too. Okay, I guess I'm glad I held it, because I could have taken probably lethal. Ah, delightful. Goodbye to that card. I think I do this and I hold an inscription because I may need to gain some life here. Just like in case I have to use it for something like surviving. Survival. Nope. All is well. Everything is great. We beat runes twice and we lost to some other random decks. The Esper deck is probably going to be somewhat meta. The zombie deck, not too worried about. I think my deck is the superior Naya deck over the runes deck. I mean, would runes have lost to zombies? I'm not going to speculate on that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this list. You can find it linked in the description, and I look forward to showing you guys my next new favorites. Thank you very much.